Live from our studios at number 5, Ola Hansen Lane at Tessano here in Accra. This is the Channel 1 Newsroom here on Channel 1 TV. I am Charles Osukumi. Coming up. University of Cape Coast investigates death of level 200 student. Also in the bulletin, another body retrieved from Densu River at Tetegu days after similar discovery.
Got a call that is a body floating on the river. We quickly alert the police. We gather our fisher folks that are around, and by the time the team gets ready, it has moved also to another place that it needs to be chased. So it was like a treasure hunt.
Poor roads and dilapidated schools threaten livelihoods and education in Savannah region.
School maybe school maningi so school in suta na ye jwana ko fie maningi so kan pese school na menko na school nge kama ka pese ke amungi school na mai.
And later, Ghana Muslim Mission Basic School in Sunyai at risk as erosion worsens.
We are currently living in fears. The fears in that our school building could collapse at any moment. We are in the rain season. The rains are heavy.
Oh, thank you for your time here on the Channel 1 Newsroom. Let's begin the bulletin with the unfortunate death of a young lady in Cape Coast. The University of Cape Coast says it has launched an internal investigation into the death of a level 200 student Innocentia Atufui Avenue, whose body was found at Hatchland Beach on Friday morning. The university says it is working with the UCC District Police Command to establish the circumstances. We're told the Dean of Student Affairs is assisting police with identification and information gathering. Well, meanwhile, the body of an unidentified man has been retrieved from the Densu River at Tetegu near Weja in the Greater Accra region. The discovery comes barely a week after another body was discovered from the same river, raising concerns among residents who are now calling for a review of the management and purpose of the Weja Dam.
The decomposing body of a man believed to be in his 30s has been retrieved from the Densu River at Tetegu near Weja. The body was discovered by fishermen during an expedition along the river and later pulled from the water. The incident marks the second recovery of a human body from the river within a week.
Got a call that is a body floating on the river. We quickly alert the police. We gather our fisher folks that are around, and by the time the team gets ready, it has moved also to another place that it needs to be chased. So it was like a treasure hunt, a kind of a system that they later found the body somewhere. And looking at the body, you can see that it's been in the water for a while.
Residents say the deceased is not known within the community and suspect he may have drowned elsewhere before being carried downstream by the river.
As a community, we have not heard of anyone missing or any body being drowned in this community. So we suspect it's actually floating from somewhere else into the river, since Dentu has a lot of links from other rivers joining to it before getting to the estuary. So we suspect this male adult gentleman would have been washed off from somewhere into the river.
Community leaders say the remains have since been deposited at the police hospital mortuary in Accra, pending investigations and possible identification by relatives.
The body is now at the police hospital morgue. The police, of course, was involved in the whole rescue process, so they took the body to the police hospital morgue.
Meanwhile, residents continue to express concern about the high water levels in the Densu River resulting from the ongoing spillage of the Weija Dam. As of Sunday morning, all 5 spillway gates were reportedly releasing water at a level of 0.61 meters. Residents are now calling for a review of the dam's purpose and management, arguing that lands originally reserved for irrigation have largely been overtaken by settlement development.
The main reason for them to process 40% of the inflow for human consumption and then use 60% for irrigational purposes. The dam is no more serving its purpose. They are processing the 40% water, which we are using, and currently we are even rationing the water. Gan West, we get water from Monday to Thursday. Thursday to Monday, they give that water to Central Region, Kaswa and its environs. But the main purpose is what is not being served. You see, those of us downstream suffered all these things, not because we have built in waterway. You can see the river flowing without any hindrance. But managerial issues, if the dam was created, that they should use 60% or 60% of water for irrigation, and they are no more using the 60% for irrigation, what should they do? They have to start expanding the processing aspect of it so that all this water going waste will not go waste. When they were expanding the current dam in 1974 to 78, they realized that the volume of water coming is too high. So the government then purchased 13,580 acres of land. Part of it is Joma Cortes, and they got some from the Koklobite people, which covers Tuba. And if you go to Tuba currently, from where the divisional police station is, at the back, you will find the irrigational tanks that are there. You see, you go to Tomefa, it's part of government land that was bought. But they are not, they've used all those places for, how do we call it, residential purposes. So wasting this kind of water, and people are struggling to get water at their homes. Why can't the government invest in, creating more processing units to be able to process the water that is going waste for people to consume?
Residents say the individual is not a known person of their community. For the Channel 1 Newsroom, I am Akwesi Ado, Tetegu.
Now, in more news, former Chief Justice Sophia Kufu has reportedly resigned from the Council of State, although official confirmation is yet to be issued. Sources say she stopped attending meetings after the Council's decision on the removal process involving former Chief Justice Gertrude Tokonu. Justice Sophia Kufu was the only member who abstained when the matter was considered in April 2025. Well, let's now head to Parliament, where Deputy Minority Leader and Chairperson of the Parliamentary Caucus on Population and Development, Patricia Piaget, is calling for urgent action to eliminate obstetric fistula in the country. She wants the Ministry of Health to expand annual repair capacity from about 200 cases to more than 2,000. Obstetric fistula is a serious childbirth injury that leaves women unable to control the leakage of urine or feces due to a hole formed between the birth canal and the bladder or rectum, often as a result of prolonged or obstructed labor. The condition continues to affect thousands of women across Ghana, causing not only physical discomfort but also social stigma and isolation. Current estimates indicate that more than 12,000 women are living with obstetric fistula in the country. However, only about 200 patients receive treatment each year, leaving a significant treatment gap. Addressing Parliament as part of activities marking the International Day to End Obstetric Fistula, Deputy Minority Leader Patricia Piaget called for increased investment in prevention, treatment and rehabilitation services for affected women.
I understand that the government has a national fistula strategy, but it needs to be updated. The Universal Health Coverage, National Health Insurance Scheme, and Mahama Cares are all policies and initiatives that can support interventions to prevent and repair fistula cases. But, Honorable Speaker, with an estimated 7,000 to 12,000 fistula cases between barely 60 to 200 cases repaired per year, Ghana cannot achieve the target of the global campaign to end obstetrics fistula by 2030.
Contributing to the discussion, Chairman of Parliament's Health Committee, Dr. Mark Ketinawani, emphasized the need for intensified public education and advised teenage girls against early pregnancy, which remains one of the risk factors associated with obstetric fistula.
Our teenage daughters, the young ones, those between 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, who anatomically or biologically are not well developed, let us advise them to avoid teenage pregnancy, because even though it affects all age groups, they are the most people that are at risk. And so we should advise them, because their pelvic is not yet ready, or the size of their pelvic is not yet ready for a baby.
Meanwhile, Member of Parliament for Salaga South, Hajia Zuwera Ibrahima, advocated for improved healthcare infrastructure, particularly in underserved communities, to ensure women have access to quality maternal healthcare services.
If you look at the demographics, it talks about young people, it talks about early marriages, it talks about uneducated women, and it talks about even women who are full-time housewives. These women clearly lack the awareness and what they have to do during such circumstances. Apart from looking at how expensive it is to treat this condition, I think we have to begin to look at what we can do to enable a reduction or a complete eradication of this condition. The condition will remain with us until we are ready to invest in health facilities in our localities.
Well, we now head to the Volta region, where sanitation concerns are deepening in the whole municipality following the prolonged closure of some public toilet facilities. Residents say this situation is forcing some households and travelers to resort to open defecation and improper disposal of human waste, raising public health concerns in the municipality. There's more in this report by Desmond Salasiago.
Despite efforts to improve sanitation in Ho, the closure of some public toilet facilities is creating growing difficulties for residents and travelers who depend on them. The situation is particularly worrying in communities where many households do not have toilet facilities. Some residents say the lack of access to public toilets has forced some people to defecate in open spaces and dispose of human waste into gutters. This has raised concerns about public health and the city's image as the Oxygen City. One of the affected facilities is the Ghana's 50 public toilets at Ho Bankwe, which residents say operated for only a few months before it was shut down. They say several appeals for the facility to be reopened have yielded no result.
Already kwa from a crime from a club if you are not to get back left man. Afoji son ko left man area me fear the same thing kan chi aga jakura gotam pete wakwa foji ablele roba man amulo kula luko dene kona funa gba kamira kuku dem na assembly man no nka no na no chomu mami
ogbenu ngudu dafa me amasiama sime masiama opa me ngudu dafa lo ta owe be kodo mi plenmola eva blank pla foji de tana mo o de ngudu ma go ble kola ku ko de kwatame ro ku dare kwatame le makene be amajuro ro mo so la ro o so ba ina ye o me ne le motoro bi oba public toilet le fi ko le ha o egbonu ba otu ya enye be fe se no ro yin to ha tenare jinye ala ba ngudu la mo bo mo ngudu mo bu na me kron e ngudu amenye nu gbagbo yin nu fuge ni wasel si ja nu mi jiba no wo yen bela ekpore egamu assembly na still egamu de emi akọ wodo apu nugodo
afọji yan le fode alegbegbe ewe be podo mo bitela over gbele mo se me no ya gira do ko ko da fisha fi ke te pe ko me hian o je la do ma o le assembly ne pere mian nu ya o tunu ya ejiji alegbegbe the assembly ne gere benemi.
Assembly member Sefa Jiagama says the state of public sanitation facilities in the municipality requires urgent attention.
The KVIPs that were the public toilets have become outdated. When you go there, the gases, the smell and everything is becoming a challenge. So most people are switching to the public water closets. And the few we have around here were the Ghana at 50 toilets, of which some were completed 10, 15 years after the Ghana at 50 celebration. Even though some of the plumbing materials that were supposed to be fixed at those times became obsolete, some were very weak, but the community managed to reinstate those that have been damaged, and the place is running.
He says residents in newly developing communities are being encouraged to construct household toilets to reduce pressure on public facilities and improve hygiene.
But the challenge we have in the town is that most of the newly developing areas do not have public toilets, and it's becoming a challenge. We have not made provisions for public toilets in those areas as assembly. So people are being encouraged to put up private toilets in their homes.
Municipal Chief Executive for Ho, Stephen Adam says poor maintenance by some electoral areas has contributed to the closure of some public toilet facilities. He says the Assembly is working to improve sanitation services and make facilities operational and accessible again.
Honestly, as for public toilet issues, it's a challenge. You know, the Assembly keeps investing in public toilets, but nothing comes out of it. So most of the time, when you ask, they collect monies from people who the attendants. So there's no way you'll be running something and then you'll be expecting somebody to be maintaining it for you. But the truth is that the banquet one, as you rightly said, I have requested that we grant some fund for them so that they will be able to do the needful there and keep the place running.
Residents in the whole municipality are calling on the Assembly to reopen some of the closed toilet facilities, as they say many have been stranded, especially travelers. Reporting for Channel 1 News, my name is Desmond Lasaga.
Well, you're still watching the Channel 1 Newsroom here on Channel 1 TV. Still ahead. Poor roads and dilapidated schools threaten livelihoods and education in the Savannah region. We are back shortly with details. Please stay with us.
The best part of going home is family.
Sit up! Hey, mommy, my wife is cooking something delicious.
Hot pepper sauce, spicy.
Lizzie Shito, the Shito is Shito. Lizzie Shito, overfill.
Lizzie Shito, please, can I take some to school tomorrow?
Yes, my son, you can. Lizzie Shito, dear. Ebesu obiasu.
Lizzie Shito hot pepper sauce. Yes, spicy.
Lizzie Shito hot pepper sauce. Spicy.
For bulk purchase, kindly contact 050-168-3344 or 050-155-0998. This advert is FDA approved.
Radisro. Ete simani sui. Doctor said me operation. Cataract surgery. Misro.
Minia. Ustro seseng. Sisia Dr. Agawa ama operation ya yes simple krum ha won't say. Sisia there no ABS.
ABS. And also ne
ABS na chese. No anesthesia. No bleeding. No suture. Unt na hospital hokra nche. Obeji di senra. Mekoye surgery.
Sa.
Ani ene se medi ye medwuma ene yu. Hwese me nida ho clear.
Wow. Na simple sa. O se hospital ba no.
Dr. Agawa's Eye Hospital. Ebentesano Police Station wa. Frewen ne ya. 0501 534 498 and 0553 019 311.
Dr. Agawa's Eye Hospital. For eyes like new.
Yeah, welcome back to the Channel 1 Newsroom here on Channel 1 TV with me, Charles Osukumi. Now, in more stories, the Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly, in partnership with sanitation firm City Expert Group, has introduced vacuum sweeper trucks to help clear dust and waste from major roads in the city. Officials say the initiative is expected to improve sanitation and reduce the risk of flooding caused by choked drains. There is more in this report by Ashanti Regional Correspondent Tawfiq Mohammed.
The Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly and City Expert Group have begun deploying vacuum super trucks as part of efforts to improve sanitation and environmental management in the Ashanti Regional Capital. The initiative is aimed at removing dust, sand, and debris that accumulate on roads and often find their way into drains and waterways. Speaking to journalists during a demonstration exercise in Kumasi, the manager in charge of workers at City Expert Group, Abubakar Shaibu, explained that the project is intended to tackle one of the key causes of flooding in the city.
We brought this machine to help the council to reduce the sanitation.
Mr. Shaibu said the company is committed to supporting efforts to maintain a cleaner city and reduce environmental challenges associated with poor sanitation. He also appealed to residents to support government sanitation agenda by helping to keep their surroundings clean.
We are all following, we are demonstrating to showcase the audience we are ready to work with this super machine to reduce the demonstration.
He further urged traders operating within the Kumasi Central Business District to stop sweeping dust and refuse into roadside gutters, warning that the practice contributes significantly to blocked drains.
All the youth programs are covered by so they should help us when they sweep, they should collect all the dust and the snow and find some of the who are going around to take the sanitation and the water, take them away, so that they will say they are doing to make it clean.
Some residents who witnessed the exercise welcomed the initiative, expressing optimism that the vacuum sweepers will help improve cleanliness and reduce flooding during the rainy season.
Well, now, farmers in Gakun in the Sola Tunakaba municipality say poor roads and a dilapidated school building are undermining their livelihoods and the future of their children. The community, which contributes to Ghana's agricultural economy, is appealing for urgent support to improve basic infrastructure. My colleague Christopher Kevin Asima has details.
The journey to Yeyire in the Gaku electoral area is far from easy. Deep gullies, rocky stretches, and badly deteriorated roads make access to the community difficult for residents, traders, and transport operators. Yet, Gaku remains one of several farming communities contributing significantly to Ghana's agricultural sector through the production of cashew, shea, and other cash crops. While the community seeks to increase agricultural export and encourage local processing, residents say inadequate infrastructure continues to hinder progress. But beyond the challenges of moving crops is an even greater concern: the future of children who live here. Every school day, pupils gather with hopes of securing a brighter future through education. However, the conditions under which they learn tell a troubling story. The community's only school has remained in a state of disrepair for years. A damaged roof, weakened wooden structures, and crumbling classrooms have turned what should be a safe learning environment into a symbol of neglect.
Hello. Hi. Hello. Hi. How are you?
Residents say the school building has been deteriorating for more than 4 years. Constant exposure to rain and harsh weather conditions has worsened the situation, leaving parts of the structure unsafe for both pupils and teachers.
As you say, school no say, I hear no bosso. And I hear school quarters, so I hear school quarters. Na teacher for no amode baha, omontra, and I'm a muku school. And the idea I hear you go school to this idea.
During a visit by Channel One News, another worrying reality emerged. Not a single trained teacher was present at the school. Offices and staff common rooms stood deserted, while cooking utensils meant for the school feeding program lay exposed to elements. In the absence of government-assisted teachers, a community volunteer has become the only person providing supervision and support to the pupils. Despite limited resources, he continues to engage the children while awaiting intervention from education authorities.
Some of the children, they are coming to school because of the school had returned. That's what they don't come to school at all again. And now, that I believe that if we make it the school, the parents also permit that I always subject to be a student to be at the school, because they are complaining about the school return. Because the school is not good for them. And we are also praying God that to bless anyone in the office and the children too, and those people that are making the school, and they also subject that. I also help them.
For many of the pupils, communication in English remains a challenge. During interaction with Channel One News, several struggled to express themselves in the country's official language. One pupil speaking in Twi appealed for support to improve conditions at the school and enhance their learning environment.
School me ba school maninge so school so ta na e jwana ko fie maninge so kan pese school na menko na school nge kama ka pese ke amonye school no mai school ko mbe bo ana na office nyina nge na suto e joni ko fie fam nyina nge ka wen nyina ko mu ya ana bibia school ha bibia nge.
The assembly member for the Gaoku electoral area, Moses Boko Sinre, says the challenges have repeatedly been brought to the attention of the relevant authorities, but little action has been taken despite numerous appeals.
I've written to the assembly several times. I first wrote, I did a follow-up, and even the head teacher also did the same several times. But anytime we complain, it's like they are saying the resources or the funds are not yet there. Yes.
How long has it been this way?
Yes, it has been this way for the past 4 to 5 years. As you can even see, the children didn't even turn up because this rainy season, anytime they come, it is about to rain, they have to go home. So when they get up and see that the weather condition is not good, just like what happens the day before yesterday, it rained from the morning up to somewhere 11, 12. So they just decided maybe today the clouds are forming, it may rain. So that's why maybe even today they didn't turn up.
According to residents, the poor state of the school and the absence of teachers have discouraged some parents from enrolling or retaining their children in school.
First, na kura we mo ye dan no ma. Na now school na say no ti bebre ko Upper West. Nti ni nyina no na efri sade no e na ma school no e school no say akura mo ba ya ma hu akura mo wa ha no sa na tie.
These are the children that come today because of farmer cheating. That's why they didn't come today. Or if it is not a farmer cheating, they will come like what today will come. They are not much population. They are 106 population with the school, but they didn't come to school today. Also. That's why I am saying that these are the small children that you have now.
The classroom is disorganized, like the way you have seen it, especially the dry season itself. Sandy, wind, and the place will be scorching, and the children are forced to sit under there. And you cannot force the children. And when it is like that, the classroom concentration is not always there.
While some pupils wait for attention from the lone volunteer, others spend part of the school day fetching water to support meal preparation under the school feeding program. Ghana's constitution guarantees every child the right to free and compulsory basic education and places an obligation on the state to provide educational facilities across the country. Yet in Yire in the Gaoko electoral area, pupils continue to learn in a deteriorating school without the presence of trained teachers.
Kolano, omo sunu mina omo timba. Kura chance kura omo chokolano kura that no omo ba school. Na sunu ba na omo so omo jana na chance do dan da from na kolano kotia so na school ino chwan. Na so e go doctor in e ko bona ka na papa na ko bona ka na unse asa kolano so one have you. Wasamba ndi just no more. We only have 2 professional trained teachers on payroll managing KG1 to P6.
And where are they? I can't find them.
Yes, they are staying at Kalba, as you have seen the nature of the place. So every day they commute with a motor from Kalba to this place. But as I said, this rainy season, it's like once a while, because the teacher will come 2-3 days, the children are not here. The teacher will come today, it is raining, you have to close down the school. And sometimes when they get up, they have to study the weather condition before setting up. So when they get up and realize that the weather condition, there are clouds and other things, they also say, oh, even when they come, but the rain will destroy their lessons.
What is the distance from Kalba to this place?
The distance from Kalba to this place, approximately about 20 kilometers.
For the people in this school, all they are appealing for is access to quality education, which they shouldn't be denied. Reporting for Channel 1 News, I am Christopher Kevin Asima, Yire, Savannah region.
Well, in a related development, children from the Congo community in the West Gonja municipality, also in the Savannah region, walk for miles each day to attend school. The situation highlights the challenges rural communities continue to face in accessing basic education.
For peoples from the Congo community, the journey to school is long and difficult. Every day, children, some as young as 4 years old, walk more than 3.5 miles to attend classes at Agric Settlement KG Primary School in the West Gonja municipality. The long distance has become a major challenge for peoples and parents, but school authorities say efforts to encourage enrollment are yielding results. A teacher at Agric Settlement KG Primary School, Mr. Oluman Soko, say staff have been engaging parents through community sensitization programs to encourage them to send their children to school. He says the initiative have contributed to increased enrollment from the Congo community, despite the long distance people travel daily. Mr. Soku is appealing to government, development partners, and other stakeholders to support the children with transportation to ease the burden of commuting.
Our challenge here is concerning about our building. The building is nothing to write home about, but we thank God government has came in to give us a new stretcher. Very soon the stretcher will be finishing. And looking at our population, because of the stretcher, it's nothing to write home about. We went a nearby village called Congo and educate the children. They are Fulani people, and they understood that very well. The children, they came, but looking at the nature of the journey, where they are coming from, 3.5 miles away, and the children are very small to take that journey every day. We want the sustainability of the children, and we are appealing anyone who is in touch should try and help so that we'll get transportation for the children.
The assembly member for Canteen electoral area, Anapansa Bartholomew Abraham, says he began efforts to engage some youth to teach children in the Congo community after realizing the area had no school. He explains that the structure currently housing Agric Settlement KG Primary School was originally an abandoned colonial era building, later converted into a school and taken over by the Ghana Education Service.
But before that, one of the challenges that was bedeviling even the Agric Settlement School was about the structure of the school. This particular school we are seeing here is a colonial building. It came with what we used to call the Agric Brigade. And so workers were hosted here. So when the project collapsed, they decided to convert it to a mainstream school for the children. And so as you can see, it's very dilapidated. The conditions under which the children have to learn is not conducive at all. So we made effort, advocated through the assembly, did proposals among other things. And luckily enough, the assembly picked it up as an initiative through the municipal chief executive, who amazingly, that time was the security supervisor for this particular canteen security. So I used to work on this particular school project with him. And so when he came, we revisited the matter, and today they are putting up a 6-unit classroom block.
To improve teaching and learning conditions, the West Gonja Municipal Assembly has awarded a contract for the construction of a 6-unit classroom block with auxiliary facilities for the school. The contractor says the project is expected to be completed within 12 months, but assures residents that efforts will be made to finish and hand over the facility ahead of schedule.
The contract was awarded to us on the 22nd of December 2025. And we are expected to deliver by 22nd December 2026. And even though we started late, but we are optimistic that within the stipulated time, we'll be able to deliver. And as you can see, it's a 6-unit classroom coming with a staff common room, an ultra-modern library, a headmaster's office with a storeroom. And everything is on course on the site. As you can see, everything is going on well. Even though we are facing challenges, but we are still working within the stipulated time. Challenges as in unforeseen storms coming to slow us down, but we are still working and we are on course. God willing, we are going to deliver on time. I am sure we'll be able to deliver before the stipulated time. I wouldn't be able to give you exactly the time, but I am sure, as you can see, we are here working very fast.
Children and peoples who are seated and standing beside me trek 3.5 miles from Congo community in the West Gonja municipality to Agric Settlement Primary School just to access quality education for their future. They are appealing to stakeholders and benevolent organizations to come to their aid with a means of transport. Reporting for Channel 1 News, Malik Ghazari. Damangu, Savannah region.
Well, let's head back to the Ashanti region because artisans in the formal sector are now being encouraged to embrace digital skills to grow their businesses in an increasingly online marketplace. Well, tailors and seamstresses are among beneficiaries of a new initiative helping them use social media and digital tools to market their products and attract more customers. Our Middle Belt Bureau Chief Hafiz Tijani has more.
For more than 2 decades, Hamida Seidu has worked as a seamstress, training over 30 young women who have become skilled in the trade. Her experience earned her many loyal customers who regularly visited her shop for her designs. But the fashion business is changing. Designers with digital skills are now using social media platforms to showcase their work and attract more customers. Hamida says she currently relies on apprentices with digital skills to post her designs online, helping her reach new clients.
I think so will be free them. Minimum omo frame nkwala ba ko ema omo trazy ya the car e be hwehwe mi ema me nya customers wo ko eno anso agra eno so omo de to so eno so boa me ema e ho ejuma e bai tamale sa me de to so kakra bi.
She says that support is useful but not enough. Hamida has now joined other artisans under an initiative by Muslim Counseling Services to learn digital skills and take control of her online marketing.
Program we buy no me won say me de me won shem bebre na me sua ni ya e no no be boa me more than say what if a ho a o ye na sa abra on fan ko social media.
The Monitoring and Evaluation Officer of Muslim Counseling Services says the initiative is designed to equip artisans, especially women and youth, with practical digital tools to improve their businesses.
We are looking at also giving them the basic skills in computer literacy, how to use Excel in managing their finances, how to use Canva in developing flyers and all for their own businesses so that the businesses will be sustained.
Alhaji Aminu Abubakar, popularly known as So Nice, has also worked as a tailor for more than 20 years and trained over 50 people. As a beneficiary of the initiative, he says social media marketing is helping artisans reach customers beyond their immediate communities.
Program na ekoye ene de ebebua ekwan bebre so sese kura ya sha se ye training no kakra bi amanyan am say ma follow mo kakra bi amanyan ma try say me implement it ma sha say nya respond from outside because I'm as a me tre adwuma no ase etre sisi nipa no asha se nhume say wo she he wo he meba this better say kwamba na me fa me ba me manya sa respond for now ti ye twa ni say e be we program no na e be hu ye no say ba o me answer e be we program no there e be nya so bibiri afi.
A digital hub has also been established to provide co-working space and ICT training opportunities for young people and girls.
As part of this project, we are establishing a co-working space, a hub where we have computers available where people, youths within the community can have access to it. And as we will also provide internet where research can be done and green innovation will thrive within the community.
The Digital Green Innovation Pathway Initiative, supported by the KGL Foundation, will run for 9 months.
Oh, this is still the Channel 1 Newsroom on Channel 1 TV with me, Charles Osukumi. Still to come. Ghana Muslim Mission Basic School in Sunyani at risk as erosion worsens. Please stay with us. We're back in a bit.
Your health is your most valuable asset and it deserves expert attention. At the International Maritime Hospital, we believe healthcare should be personal, precise, and delivered with excellence. That's why we provide specialist-led care combining experienced doctors, advanced diagnostics, and a client-centered approach. From preventive care to specialist consultations and advanced treatment, every step is handled with precision and care. Our serene environment, modern facilities, and dedicated medical team ensure you receive the quality care you deserve every time. Our experienced team ensures you receive the attention you deserve. So whatever it is for you or your family, choose care you can trust. Visit the International Maritime Hospital located at Community 3 Tema or call 0303-220-030 or 055-222-2290. International Maritime Hospital. We serve and we care.
We're kicking your year off in all her glory with more because we got you. You get it? You know that we got kicks, we got scores, we got action, we got roars. It's my specialty. We got drama, we got fun. We got more for everyone with an upgrade on us just for you. More channels, more shows, more reasons to stay. We got you. DSTV, we got you all the way.
Oh, thank you for staying with the Channel 1 Newsroom. Well, let's now head to the Bono region where a growing gully is threatening the safety of pupils and staff at the Ghana Muslim Mission Basic School in Sunyani. The erosion linked to an uncompleted drainage project is edging closer to classrooms. School authorities and residents are calling for urgent action. My colleague Michael Saponfum has more.
This is the dangerous gully developing near the Ghana Muslim Mission Basic School in Sunyani. School authorities say it was caused by uncompleted drainage project under the Ghana Secondary City Support Program. The gully continued to widen and deepen, eroding the land around the school and moving dangerously close to the school blocks. Staff and pupils fear the situation could lead to serious accidents if urgent action is not taken. As a temporary measure, school authorities have placed roofing sheets around the affected area to prevent people from falling into the gully. But recent rains in Sunyani have worsened the erosion, heightening concerns that the situation could escalate.
Currently, we are living in fears. The fears in that our school building could collapse at any moment. We are in the rain season. The rains are heavy. So the genesis of the work. Around 2022, the Municipal Assembly for Sunyani engineer, together with the road construction, Sim Construction Limited, together with their former approved Ghana Muslim Mission, that they are constructing a drainage, and the ideal place for the drainage to passing through our land, Ghana Muslim Mission. So we agree and allow them to do it. Along what they were doing, they claim the first part, that's the phase 1, is exhausted and their man is finished. So the phase 2 come. When the phase 2 come, they will complete it. They will extend it to the a stream down there. That's where it's supposed to end. The second phase came. We approached them that they should come and complete the work because as promised, they never came. So we agitated. We went as far as writing letters to the municipal chief executive, reminding them of the promise they made. To date, we have not received any positive response. And we went further to the regional minister to also appeal to him to come and assist. And none of them answered our call.
The chairman of the school's parent-teacher association, Baba Idusi, says several efforts have been made to get the drainage project completed.
We have taken a lot of steps because we have been going to report it to assembly, the DC, the previous one and the current one. We have been reporting to them that they should come and see that, to hear our cry, because this is very, very dangerous. It's a death trap. We cannot sit down for the children to die before we come to come and report to them. But none of them even responded. So we have been complaining here and there, but they don't want to come and then see what we are crying for.
The impact is also being felt beyond the school. The nearby Harvest Chapel International Church is also losing portions of its land to the expanding galley. The area pastor, Frederick Atta Ansu, says urgent intervention is needed to prevent further damage.
In fact, it is a dangerous thing and it is affecting our church. Very soon, if the rain continues, it will collapse. So it has become our crime. So we don't know what to do unless maybe assembly or any person who can also support.
Have you taken any steps?
A lot. We have been to MC office, we have been to regional minister's office, we have been to EPA, we have been to so many places, but up to now, there is no solution.
Responding to the concerns, Sunyani Municipal Engineer Alfred Jerry Asma says the Assembly is considering measures to address the problem and prevent further erosions.
But it's a death trap, as we all seen. And the quick action that we want to respond to this is that we have instructed the contractor by next week, as quick as possible, to go to the field and start work. And one interesting thing is that the design have been reconsidered. Initially, it wasn't big as that, and then so what we are going to do is that ensure that the box covert, the storm drain will be widened, and then the earthwork will be stabilized. So we are going to do what we call stabilization to ensure that both the school building and the church building will be stabilized.
The management of the Ghana Muslim Mission Basic School here in Sunyani is urging the Municipal Assembly to take a second look at this drainage situation close to the school to protect the lives of pupils and teachers. For Channel 1 News, I am Michael Saponifum.
And before we go, the government has been urged to waive taxes and import duties on donated medicines and medical supplies to help improve healthcare delivery. The measure is to encourage more donor support, reduce pressure on health facilities, and improve access to essential healthcare services. Our Ashanti Regional Correspondent, Bright Yeboah, has more.
The founder of Peace and Love Hospitals and president of Breast Care International, Dr. Beatrice Uafiade, has renewed calls for government to exempt donated medicines and medical supplies from taxes and import duties. According to her, many donor organizations and charitable institutions are willing to support healthcare facilities with essential drugs, equipment, and medical supplies. However, she says taxes and duties imposed on such donations often discourage potential donors and reduce the level of support that reaches patients and healthcare providers. Speaking during a donation exercise, Dr. Uafiade noted that many hospitals, particularly those serving vulnerable communities, rely heavily on donations to complement limited resources and improve patients' care.
What's left of us is to be given the waiver at the ports, so we can also ask for more, because we have to pay the cost at the ports, the handling charges, the taxes, the duty, all those things are not good. And so, for example, today we are having a call with them to see what we can do about it, because it can't continue like this. And so if we will have the waiver, it will help us to ask for more drugs, because they have a lot of drugs there. They have a lot of consumables. They have a lot of equipment that they can give to us. But because of those challenges, we are not able to ask for a lot of things. And our people need them. We know that our people need these drugs. So we should try and make things easy for us so we can receive more for our people to benefit from them.
Meanwhile, pharmacist Dr. Fitnight Echampong of the Kokofu Government Hospital says the high cost of some essential medicines is making it difficult for patients to access treatment. She says the situation continues to affect healthcare delivery and the well-being of many patients.
Most of our patients come and then you give them some medications, and then because of the price, they actually do not get the drugs because they come the next time and they realize that they're not even getting better. So once you ask them, I wrote this medication, you're supposed to get them from the market and buy them. They're like, the price was too expensive and then they couldn't afford them. So we've realized that once Direct to Live gets these drugs, they call us and then we come here, we get them, and then we're also giving them to these patients for free. And then because they are being given for free, the patients are now actually coming to the hospital regularly for their usual times.
In a related development, the board chairman of the Otumfuo Osei Tutu Comprehensive Cancer Center of Excellence, Dr. Evans Glover, has donated medical equipment and other healthcare items to Peace and Love Hospital in Kumasi. The donation is expected to support the hospital's efforts in the fight against breast cancer in the Ashanti region.
There is some sort of specification that this hospital has committed themselves to, especially in the area of breast cancer. And so we thought it wise that for that commitment and looking at the way cancer is also ravaging lives, I think that they are doing a yeoman's job. So we decided these things should come to them.
Well, that will be all for this package of the Channel One Newsroom here on Channel One TV. Do visit our website, channel1newsonline.com, for more information on our top stories and more. Subscribe to Channel One TV on YouTube for more exclusive video content from Channel One TV. Download the Channel One News app on the Google Play Store. I'm Charles Ozukumi. Thank you for watching.
Transformation begins